Hi friends, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to do a cook and clean with me, which I have never done before, but I really enjoyed doing this. This dinner was so delicious. It is one of my favorites. It's Italian chicken, which I've eaten since I was really little, and it is one of my go-to meals because it is pretty simple. It's extremely juicy, and my family absolutely loves it. So I am putting all of the ingredients on the screen, and I will also list them in the description below, so if you want to make it, you're able to make it without any questions. I'm also turning the oven to 350 degrees, so I'm preheating that because all of my items will go into the oven for about an hour. So this does take a little over an hour to make, but it is so worth it, I promise you. Okay, the items that I'm using today are not specific to this recipe, it just happens to be what I have on hand. So I used almond flour because that's what it's in my pantry, and then I used a pink sea salt, which once again is in my pantry. I also have table salt, but I prefer the pink sea salt because it adds a lot more flavor to it, and it kind of like really makes the item pop. So then I have some garlic powder, and we have some regular table pepper, and all you're going to do is mix this all together. Now these chicken breasts were purchased from Costco, and they were just super thick, and I knew that if I had left them this thickness that they would take at least an hour and a half to cook versus an hour. So I went ahead and just sliced them in half because the cooking time is reduced by probably about half. So it cooked much faster, it was a much better result. Okay, so at the very beginning, I put in a tablespoon of olive oil as well as about a tablespoon of my Kerrygold butter. It is the salted kind, and I let that melt while I'm doing this chicken prep. And then as soon as I'm done slicing the breast, I will coat both sides in the flour mixture, and then I place them straight into the pan and let both of the sides brown really well, or I guess I shouldn't say really well. I let them brown lightly so that they kind of have that butter and olive oil like saturation to them, and they come out amazingly delicious.
I wanna drive with you, looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young. It doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like you. Look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours.
And here you see that I'm adding more mixture of the flour, garlic, salt, and pepper to the dish because I actually ran out of it. I think I underplanned for how many chicken breasts I had, and I just didn't quite have enough to coat all of them. So all I just did was make another mixture of the flour just to finish off the chicken breast. So that's what I'm doing here.
And you make me smile. I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to a favorite song, walking on the street when you caught my eyes. Something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours.
You're going to allow the chicken breast to cook about 3 minutes on each side, and then you just see me here flipping each breast over to finish cooking on the other side. And once they're finished browning, you're just going to transfer them to a pan, which I've already pre-sprayed with some olive oil. And once this is finished, then I will cover it with some aluminum foil. This tarragon is also part of the recipe, but for some reason, if for some reason you don't like it or maybe you're allergic to it, you can obviously leave it out. If I don't have it on hand, then I don't use it, but I will just sprinkle each chicken breast with just a little bit of the tarragon before I cover it with the foil. As you can see next, you're going to take about a half of a cup of chicken broth or chicken stock or whatever you have on hand. I typically have chicken broth on hand, so that's normally what I use, but I just happen to have chicken stock. So I use about a half a cup, and what I'm doing is I'm just scraping the bottom of the pan, getting up all the goodness from the browning up off of the pan. And I also did not show this, but I put about a fourth of a cup of beer in there. I normally use wine, but I did not have any, and so I put about a fourth of a cup of the wine, and then I just sort of let it simmer for like 2 minutes, and then I pour it into the dish afterwards.
You know I want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own.
And then this will cook in the 350-degree preheated oven for about 1 hour. And when you put that foil on it, it will really seal in that juiciness. And this chicken comes out just so amazing. I absolutely love this chicken. It is so good.
Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything.
Now the side dish that I'm making tonight is eggplant parmesan. I have actually never fed my kids eggplant, and this is another one of the vegetables that I grew up with. So I love eggplant, so I wanted my children to experience it. So basically all I'm doing is I'm slicing up one eggplant. I'm going to lay out all of the pieces, and then you want to sprinkle it with salt. And what I started out with was table salt, and then I realized that I kind of ran out of it, so I switched back to the pink sea salt. And you're going to sprinkle each side with the sea salt or the salt, flip it over, and sprinkle it with some more sea salt. And typically what you want to do is sprinkle one side with sea salt and let it sit for 15 minutes, and then sprinkle the other side for 15 minutes as well, and then you're going to rinse it. But I didn't have that kind of time, so I just sprinkled it with the salt, I flipped it over, I sprinkled it again with the salt, and then I let that sit for about 15 minutes, and then I rinsed it off. So this clip is after they have sat for 15 minutes, and then I've rinsed them off, and then I put them in the oven for 15 minutes as well. So I'm just getting the mixture prepared so that when they are finished in the oven, I can pull them out, dredge them in the egg, and then dredge them in this Parmesan mix.
You know I want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine. Never-ending sunshine.
Next, you're going to remove the eggplant slices from the tray, put them over on, I've got them cooling on my cutting board, and then I'm going to dip each slice on both sides into the egg, and then followed by the breadcrumb and Parmesan cheese mixture. And then you're going to put them back on the tray to finish baking.
Look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. So all that's left is you and me. I can promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say.
And this is what the chicken looks like when it's fully cooked. As you can see, the chicken has kind of absorbed a lot of the chicken broth and wine mixture or beer mixture. And let me tell you guys, this was so incredibly delicious. As you can see on my face when I'm trying it, oh my gosh, it was, I can't even describe it. You guys will have to try and make this recipe, and let me know what you think in the description box or in the comments below. Get ready to try it, and it was really hot. But as you can see, it was super delicious.
Tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk.
This is the last step to the eggplant parmesan. I've already coated it on both sides with the egg and breadcrumbs. It's been in the oven for about 15 minutes, so I'm taking it out. I'm sprinkling a little bit of the Rayo's, I don't know how to say it, spaghetti sauce from Costco. It does not have any sugar in it, and then I top it with some mozzarella cheese, and then I put it back in the oven for about 10 more minutes to finish letting it bake, and then everything is pretty much done. So this is the finished product of the chicken and the parmesan, and you guys, my kids could not stop eating it. It was so delicious. So then this is obviously the cleanup process that everybody just loves. So hopefully you guys really enjoy this recipe. If you try it, definitely let me know. Let me know what your thoughts were on it, or if you have any questions. And now we're gonna get into cleaning.
The lights, look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can't get from you. Boy, I don't need that much. How can I tell you what I wanna do? I've never needed you to give me things.
I had done a lot of meal prep that day, so I had made a pork loin in the oven as well as some chili, and I had also made, I'm trying to think of what I made in one of my pans, but all of these pans were from things that I made during the day, and most of these things that you're seeing are Pampered Chef, and the stones you cannot wash with soap. So I basically have to let it soak in the sink for a good 10 minutes with some really hot water, and then I have to either scrape it dry or scrape it clean, or I have to use a clean washcloth because the soap will absorb into the stone. So that's pretty much what I did at the very beginning, was took a washcloth and just scraped out the junk out of the pan. The next thing I had, I think, was a rock crock is what it's called. And so I just cleaned that out, and then obviously that's just a Pampered Chef pan. Like I said, most of the stuff that you see in this video is going to be Pampered Chef. My sister used to be a consultant. I used to be a consultant, so we have, our kitchen is just cluttered with all kinds of Pampered Chef stuff, which I love it because it is such good quality stuff and they have warranties. But anyways, I'll get off my little rant here. I do love Pampered Chef, so most of the stuff in our kitchen is Pampered Chef.
But you don't see that I just want you. You get me things, but I don't care. Babe, there is a place where we can go, where it's always shining like the snow. Listen to your heartbeat, don't you know that I just wanna be with you. Babe, there is a place where we can go.
felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders. I'm closed off, that's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Riding on the dizzying heights. Like nothing could stop us. Sunsets, remember the colors. They were wrong, it was way more than a dream. We climbed up, yeah, over the hillside. So right, we stood there all wide-eyed. You and I floated on air in my mind. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Everything so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzying heights. You make everything so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzying heights. There's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Standing on the dizzying heights. Everything so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzying heights. You make everything so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on the dizzying heights.
Give me love, give me all your love. Oh, 'cause I want you. No one else.
Alright, so here I'm just finishing up the last few things. I am spraying down the sink, cleaning it up with my washcloth. I spray down the counters, make sure that all the pieces are off of the counters, followed by cleaning off the stovetop and the area over by my coffee pot because that gets super dirty. As you could tell, I was doing a lot of work over there. And then I will be vacuuming and mopping.
Right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough.
everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, oh 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love.
Okay friends, so that is it for tonight's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. The dinner was so good. I'm going to leave the ingredients and possibly like the instructions of how I did it in the description. Should definitely try it out. It's called Italian chicken, and then we just did some Parmesan, some eggplant Parmesan. It was really, really good. Really tasty, definitely worth it. So anyways, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you make this. Like, you can tag me on Instagram. I'm gonna leave my Instagram handle in the description as well. And let me know if you guys make it. The Italian chicken is one of my absolute favorite meals to make. And it's kind of one of my go-to meals because it's really easy, it's really flavorful, and it's just, my whole family loves it. So anyways, give us a thumbs up. We will see you in the next video, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.